Welcome back to the Forensics Detailing channel. We're here with Reg to the Ledge. Reg is going to do a piece to camera. Don't forget, Reg has got his own YouTube channel. I'll stick it in the description. But you're going to talk today, Reg, about why and how you get enjoyment out of detailing your car. Go!
I just love cleaning it, to be honest with you. You know, the car looks its best when it's clean, and I want it to look its best as much as of the time as possible, if that makes sense.
Do you feel uncomfortable when your car's dirty?
I do. It bugs me. It's on my mind, and I don't know. It's funny that there's a little bit of like psychology in it, because when you clean the car and you've spent 4 or 5 hours or however much time you spent on it, you go back in the house and you're like, I'm relaxed now. She's clean. I don't know what it is. It's a psychological thing.
You get in there and there's like dust all in the interior. You just want to clean it after a while when you're into detailing, don't you? You think, you know exactly what to do, and you're almost picking the product in your head as you're driving along. I just need to do that. Exactly. Get it all perfect. Or you look at your tyres and they're looking rubbish. You think, I need to get some of that on there. That is the nice thing about detailing. The bad thing is though is the way it forces you into kind of cleaning it sometimes, and you can't let it. I think you've just got to have a little regular thing.
Absolutely.
And maintain it well.
Yeah.
I don't think you can be like cleaning it too much, I always say in the videos that you should try and keep on top of it and clean your car every two weeks or something like that, because it helps. But life gets in the way as well, which is an important thing.
Does.
The other massive factor that's never talked about is having more than one car. Makes it so much harder. There was times in my life when I had 3 or 4 cars on the driveway. Trying to maintain those cars when you're into detailing is a nightmare, because you can't also have them garaged. So you'd be cleaning them, and then next time you go to drive it, it'd been sitting outside so long, it was kind of dirty again, and you'd never get the benefit. Yeah. So you're like juggling. Yeah. So that's another thing. You've got 2 cars, haven't you? But your tactics are completely different with your 330 to the 140. Tell us about that.
Well, the 140, that's kind of like my outdoors garage queen, because it doesn't live in a garage. Unfortunately, I don't have access to a garage, so I unfortunately have to keep it outside. So because of that, I do try and keep it clean. I try and keep it cleaned regularly, more so than I would if I did keep it in the garage. Because if you spent like 8 hours on your car and you waxed it and you gave it a nice little hand polish or whatever you did, hand polish or whatever machine polish, hand polish, whatever, you can stick it in the garage and keep it there for a week or so if you have access to another car.
Stays clean. And the garage is one of the most important detailing tools, but very, I'm lucky. I keep thinking this garage sucks, but it's amazing, isn't it? It really is. I'm so lucky. But anything where you can get the car in, it doesn't even need to be a single garage, is still really, really, really cool. In the UK, I've talked about this before, we are so unlucky. We are robbed of garages. In America, it's almost a standard to get a nice double garage, heated kind of part of the house.
Yeah.
All blinged out. In the UK, we just don't have the space.
No, we don't. But because of the fact that I can't garage it, I try and keep it clean more often.
And the 330, you're not so worried about, are you?
I don't care about that car at all.
No. It's nice though, because I'm a bit like that with the club sport. I care about it, but I don't care. I just jump into it and it's dirty and I don't get the urge to clean it, because I just think I want to go and rag this car around now. I don't care, which is nice, but I still want. Part of you said the other day you would love to restore that 330. If you had like 50 grand, you'd pay someone to do that.
I would.
Like the underside treatment we saw, and rebuilding it and getting it all immaculate, because you're attached to the car. Problem is, if you ever did that, you then wouldn't want to drive it, because you'd be chipping the paint, you'd be getting it dirty, you'd be back to where you are with the M140.
It's true.
So it's great to have a backup. Dirty auxiliary car that you can just thrash around till it blows up.
Yeah, but obviously, I don't know if I'm going to have 2 cars, for the foreseeable future. I don't know what's going to happen, but at the moment I have, and but my 140, that's my pride and joy, and I do try and clean it as much as I can. But a part of me realised recently that I was a little bit too obsessive over it. Worrying about swirl marks and thinking to myself, geez, this needs a polish.
Reg got a chip. He phoned me up and said, John, that detailing brush thing you recommended had chipped my wheel arch. I was like, I've got to have my car all painted. And I had a look at it, and this mark that he had in his wheel arch was the size of a pinhead, and it hadn't even gone through to the metal. It just chipped the paint to the primer, but it was a dot the size of a pinhead. And he took it to the spray shop. What did they say to you? Like, what the hell?
They were like, yeah, look, I just got the car, okay? I've literally never had a car that nice before, okay? I was in a, it's taken me a long time to be able to actually...
How long have you had it?
Oh, it's got to be a year and a half now.
And you've had paintwork done on other places on it as well?
I have, yeah. Yeah.
I'm just killing you.
I know.
You just said like virtually every bit of it painted, because if something goes wrong, it's straight down the body shop. That is cool. That comes from loving the car.
I do, and I'm at a position now where I can keep on top of that.
Yeah.
My 330.
So what you haven't painted this week?
Well, exactly. Maybe the wing mirrors. That's got a stone chip in it. Don't know yet. No, really joking. But no, seriously, guys. I love cleaning my car, but not just because I want to, keep it clean. I actually quite enjoy cleaning it.
I do sometimes. I just hate filming it, Reg. It's such a pain filming.
I know.
But some days when the weather's nice, it's warm, your car's dirty, you think, I'm going to go the full works.
Yeah.
There's nothing more satisfying when it's done and you look at it, it's just mint, you think, yeah.
It's funny, isn't it? Because you wake up and you're like... that once you've made that decision, you follow it through.
And you're knackered at the end of it. And then all these things here, Reg, that we've all been talking about, these should add to the pleasure of detailing. But you do not need anywhere near as all these products that I've got. This is all. You just need to find some that you like.
Yeah, find your selection.
And then when you want to try stuff, do it out of enjoyment rather than thinking that it's going to make a radical difference, because it won't.
Exactly.
But do it for enjoyment is my top tip. Reg, what's your favourite protection product for your car?
My favourite protection product is believe it or not, it's the Meguiar's M21 for me.
Great sealant, yes. Yeah.
Absolutely love it. It's old. It's really, really old.
Yeah,
but
they still use the same technology in that liquid stuff.
Exactly.
It's just, you could leave it on there and it is like buffing off a light whiskey meringue, isn't it? It's just beautiful.
And the great thing about it is, you can play a little mind game with yourself. The longer you leave it, the easier it is to buff off. So I go in, what I do...
Reg left it for 4 years.
No, not quite that long. But no, what I do is when I've cleaned the car and I'm ready to apply it, what I do is I apply it to the car, then I pack away all the washing stuff. So I pack away my buckets, I reel in the hose, I put away the karcher. I basically get everything as if I hadn't been cleaning that day, if that makes sense. So I tidy everything up, go in, have a cup of tea, and by the time I've done that, it's ready to be buffed off, and gosh, it buffs off beautifully.
It's very light, isn't it? It's good sealant. Okay.
And sorry to butt in, but like with a white car, it's quite difficult buffing off stuff like that because you can't see it in certain lights. Yeah. So with the M21, you
want something that's easy to buff, but you do with any car.
I just trust.
With any car, yeah.
But
with white, you're right. You need something that comes off easily. Yeah. Very nice usability, important.
Yeah.
So you might find that sealant will do 3 to 6 months. There's cheaper sealants. There's more modern ones. There's ones that will last longer, but that still delivers you good results. And that's what it's about.
Yeah.
And if you're into detailing, then you can try and explore all these different products. So that's it for this video. It's just a quick one, guys, for today. It's freezing cold. Me and Reg have been out for coffee, chatting about cars. Lots to come on the channel. If you've not done so, go and check Reg's channel out. Reg, you're going to be doing loads more content on your channel, motoring stuff and some detailing stuff.
I'm just starting out, so bear with me,
But we'll put a link for it in the description, okay? So check that out and subscribe. Reg would really appreciate it.
I was just going to say that the only way you can keep a car perfect is by not driving it. So I struggled with this. Just try and get the concept that you can keep your car perfect all of the time. You can't. Just do the best you can to keep it looking great. Enjoy it.
Awesome.